And we're back with ESL Pro League Season 8. We have the matchup between Big and HellRaisers here, and we have already seen the first map concluded. It was a victory for HellRaisers with a sickening play from Issa. It was absolutely ridiculous, the sort of stuff that makes your skin crawl when you see it happen live from the Intel Esports Arena. And I am joined once again by SEO, obviously carrying on with the day. We're now going to be diving into the second game, Ben. Dust2.
Yeah, I mean, this is a bit of a better map for both sides, if I'm honest. So if we just go back to the Face It Major, we think HellRaisers, they did lose a double overtime game to G2 on Dust2, which, if I'm honest, it was just a bit of a scrappy game overall. Whereas Big, they've had the best of both worlds when it comes to Dust2. They had a pretty nice matchup against, I believe it was, my mind wants to say it was MIBR, but I remember them being quite strong in it, and then they lost against Na'Vi pretty horrendously. So, you know, there's two sides of the coin, right? There's one side which says they're really good at it. The other side can be quite bad at times. But overall, looking at both, 80% win rate for HellRaisers, 12 out of 15. Pretty good sample size there. Big, 60%, won 6 last 10. Again, decent sample size, but not fantastic. It'd probably, you know, some of those might be MDL games, for example, that sort of thing. So if you think about it, consider that matchup, what, 16-10?
Yeah.
And Big did not win a pistol round, and they only won 1 force buy. So it wasn't a force buy really, but they ecoed them once. Big were in a pretty good position. Like if this map is a bit more comfortable, Dust2's looking good for them. I
think that's true, because obviously that's the point. If you guys did miss that matchup, it pretty much looked like Big were lifeless for the entire first half. That was what, a 10-5 half that we saw going through.
It was 9-3 at one point.
Yeah, they won the pistol, put that to a 13-5, and then it seemed like it was done. But they actually got momentum back into it. They looked very confident, started to step it up. And it was the change of pace for Smooyer as well. He went from 9 frags at the half to 20 at about the, what,
he got a lot of kills very quickly.
Yeah.
You know, that is, a lot of players are like that, right? They like the momentum. They need to get going. Players, you know, in Ukraine, we think about Boaster as that kind of player, right? You get them building, and then if they get going, it's hard to stop them. Smooyer was another example. He got 3 kills twice in a row, I think, just on those, whether it was anti-eco or on the buy round. And that gets him going very quickly. He builds up straight away, and you know he's a wrecking machine when he does get going. There was that one round where he nearly got the 1v3 as well, and that was another. If that went the other way, you start to think, well, HellRaisers ever going to get back into the game? Because they weren't looking like it. After losing that 5 rounds in a row, after losing that first buy, it was looking rough.
Some mind-blowing rounds that definitely went against all odds. But let's have a look at the odds we have for our second matchup here on Dust2, Ben. What are your thoughts on these?
Yeah, so it's not too surprising when you consider Big have probably been, in recent form, the better side when it comes to Dust2.
Yeah.
But if we take into consideration last map, it was quite close in the odds, and HellRaisers did take it 16-10. The odds probably do sound about right. But in my mind, it is favoured towards Big. And I wouldn't say it was that favoured, though. I'd say it was more similar to last map, if I'm honest.
Okay, so interested. What is your prediction going to be for this one then? Obviously, last time around, I went for the big pick. Didn't work out too well. They look like they might have had they are quite medium actually, more of a medium size. They're going to be an extra large, or are they going to be small again on this one?
I'm going to go with Grande.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm going with big. 16-9. I'm going to say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Another scoreline there coming through. I think Dust2 could be an interesting one. I actually think this could go either way, but I'm going to go in favour of Big once again to see if we can pick it up. I think it just comes down to individual plays. That was a lot of what saved the day really there on Cash again. I feel like it'll be the same on this map. It comes down to those big clutch rounds. Who knows, right? If Issa didn't have that magical like Chris J inspiration clip, who knows what happens there?
That's true. There's a lot of instances where, you know, big time players come up big, right? They do sometimes have instances where they need to shine. And as I said, during that situation, I was like, he has to go insane here to save the round. He did. But how many times does he not go insane if you replay that round like 50 times? It's probably less than 5%. And it's just that one situation where he does go well. And, you know, he does save the day. So I'm wondering, do Big have something up their sleeves in terms of Dust2? Because it's been one of their maps in recent history that they have played really well. So hopefully, you know, something does come up for the sake of them, at least, you know, to start the season off quite well. This is technically their first season in Pro League, after all. It'd be good to get off to just, you know, at least a win, right?
Yeah, a flying start would definitely be worthwhile. That's the thing. If you split the series, keep it out of overtime.
It's a good position.
Trade points. HellRaisers
were a team that made the finals last season. Yeah. Well, technically they should have, right? You know,
they would have been there.
Yeah, you're thinking that's a team who technically are top 7-8. So, you know, you split points with them. That's perfectly fine. You know, it's great.
It's just the thing, like, when you think about it, really, for this to be the opening match that the Big have to play, it is one of the harder teams they're going to face throughout the season, because you look towards the upper echelons, we expect to see HellRaisers up there. You know, if they had a go or Wendigo to kick it off, could have been a bit of a different story. Yeah. It's sort of, it's interesting, because obviously in terms of Pro League, the tiers that we have these teams sat at, where they're going to finish, I think Big are really fighting to prove they want to be in that upper echelon. They don't want to be falling back down towards relegation. That would definitely be a sour story for them. But we are ready. Dust2 has begun. HellRaisers will be your tease. Your counter-terrorists are going to be Big. And Tabson is a very intriguing boy. He's already pushing out, Ben. He's looking for information.
So whilst we were talking, two players took some mad digs. So Issa took a dink straight from mid. So you can't actually one-shot someone from CT, like peeking mid to T-spawn. It doesn't kill them anymore. It does about 80 to 90 damage, as shown there. An Angel, unfortunately, no armor on that peak. Very rough situation.
Ooh. Hello.
Doesn't matter what health he's on, apparently. He'll one-shot whoever he finds.
It's a game or any bet, but the push comes through. They're going to bound into the site, but it is looking better for Big. Tizian, the hat-trick of frags, one by one. They all get washed away by that USP. The only frag going to go in favor of them towards the end there. Reset by God B, and that is it. Big get the opening round. Huge pistol. A lot more confidence on display. Definitely from Tizian.
Yeah, he was one of the weak links the last map as well. He had a pretty quiet game, I guess, the best way of putting it. Like, we didn't see much from him. We saw him at the start at mid. He did do well. But then it was a bit of a, you know,
to be fair,
didn't hear much.
The only reason, as you said in that game, I mean, we saw him do well the round he got pushed. Other than that, no one went to mid.
Yeah, it was a very quiet part of the map, considering mid is typically Cash's focal point, right? So quite an interesting buyout of HellRaisers here too. So Angel's got a Deagle, Smoke Flash, no armor. Woxer goes for a Scout, no armor. Deadfox, the grenade specialist apparently. I mean, that's one peak. Wow, okay. That's one way to start off the round as well.
That was Wox sick.
Very much, very much. And Deadfox loses that battle on tunnel, but he did a lot of damage though. Despite having no armor there. If he had armor, he probably gets the kill. So he'd probably be, you know, a bit annoyed at himself about that.
Yeah.
But otherwise, HellRaisers is still in a good position here.
Ooh. This could be bad though. They're walking straight to the meat grinder at mid. Yeah, the dink is filthy. Brings Woxer down to just 19 HP. You got the backstab and God B.
Toxic's not
turned
around.
That nade should finish him off. And
he didn't turn around, but he got the kill through mid. Quite an unusual state of affairs so far.
He's just gone for it. You know, he's committed to that one. Just left it all up on a little old Bondic in a 1 versus 3 now. Tizian's on 32 HP, but Tizian really shouldn't be in a position to actually fight here. He grabs a scout, but it's not going to be the best weapon for him with 35 seconds left on the clock. Has the bomb, however, Ben. I mean, if you can get a pick on B, maybe.
If he gets this kill, it's a free bomb plant.
Yeah.
But it's not a fantastic bomb plant because the buy will still be horrendous. But you might be thinking, if he gets the kill, you're starting to think he can win this 2v1.
Tizian's just got a spray here as soon as he gets contact.
This wide swing has to come out from Bondic for me.
Oh, he knows.
He knows. Doesn't get it. So, considering Woxer starts the round, it's actually alright for Big. You know, lose 2 players. Technically, they got a lot of money back from the SMGs. And HellRaisers, they're after Eco now. So this should be quite a clean sweep into 3-0. I'm wondering if the MP9s and UMPs will actually get much. I think Smooth got given that MP9 by Tizian there. The question is, will he do something absolutely crazy? You can see him already playing. He was going to be going through the mid doors. Oh, dink.
Actually does go for it.
It's him and God B, both SMGs trying to play the economical game, but he's getting blocked. Ooh.
Smooth trying to sell him to Sauron there, but
he's going for the USB battle. That's not a $600 kill reward.
That's not. It's not the additional cash at all. But he's keen for it, Ben. Straight up mid.
Get the MP9 out.
Sprint his way in. MP9 him down. That's one. Woxic on 3 HP. Now he's on no.
Now he's on $7,000 because of that $1,500 from those 3 kills.
It's a moneymaker.
Very much so, and it should be the AWP investment unless. Okay, in fact, God B buys him an AWP and he keeps the UMP himself. So selfless in-game leading there from God B. And 3-0, so Big win their first pistol of the game, and they follow through with converting all 3, like both rounds. The question is, what kind of buy round capability do they have?
Here's the thing, I mean, if you take into consideration the last matchup, right, was 16-10. If you take the 6 rounds that were lost off the back of losing both the pistols, it could have been a flip, right? Big actually open it up and at least get 1 pistol round and the conversions here. Maybe this is a different story off the back of that. Smooya.
This aggression is
contact
crazy.
Peak, yeah, he's really risking it. I mean, they're both there.
What angle is Deadfox holding here? Oh, the right-hand peak. I'm so confused why you'd hold that side of it anyway. It's a left-hand peak, it's a horrendous angle.
Yeah.
And especially there, I don't think Deadfox will have seen him on his screen there.
Just fully exposed.
Look at that sensitivity.
He's fast.
It's wild. It's amazing to watch it though, because you just know he's clearly a very, very skilled player. Like to be able to use that, or be used to it at least as well. It's nuts.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's the thing, right? If you can be crazy consistent with such a high sense, it technically could only be beneficial.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like some players, I used to use quite a high sensitivity compared to some people, and they thought it was quite crazy. But I was just like, I just kind of, that's what I started with. So
yeah, I remember
that's just what I used.
Using your setup, and I was like, Ben, I can't. My mouth's getting everywhere.
Yeah, it felt like I was dragging people like a rock around if I used somebody else's setup. It was weird.
400 DPI.
I use 1620.
Yeah.
I use 1620 1.2.
That's how you win a LAN.
True story. The only one. So HellRaisers, 20 seconds left, and they're going to be running into minimum 3 players on this A site. They've got only a Molotov to back them up. They molly the site. There's nobody playing there anyway. And Godby's here to support as well with Flash, and that should absolutely wipe them off the planet here.
Yeah, they've got 7 seconds now to try and get this bomb planted. Tabson's in position by Goose. As soon as they push round, it's an easy frag. Doesn't even need to do anything. Tizian!
Tizian's starting off really strong this game.
And that's big as well.
He's 8-1. I think that's the same kills he got last game.
Literally, in the space of 4 rounds. And it's also the fact that that's huge for his confidence. You get him pumped up. He is one of these players. If you can, basically feed him with frags early on, it carries on. It translates over into the late game. He gets pumped up, and he starts going for those bolder plays. This is the Tizian you want to see coming out. Awake the sleeping giant early.
For Tabson, he's 1-0-0. Yeah. I think he's only seen one enemy alive in front of him. And Dead Fox, he seems to be this dedicated B side of the map player. So a lot of players have these tendencies where they just go to one side of the map. That seems to be their default. But he's not had a good start to it at all. He's died 3 times in tunnels already. So he's got to be thinking, like, confidence must be at a low. And all the deagle picks across the map try to come through. And it's quite rare that you do see it become successful. And now Bondic, he's the only one who actually invested in armor this round. And it might be just a similar instance to that second round we saw, where you'll walk into an angle and probably get taken out.
Ooh, hello. Lucky for Smooth there, Ben. Stays alive at 10 HP. Bondic wants to try and trade. You can see getting a bit aggressive towards mid as he knows there is at least one player there that's tagged.
Oh.
This could be the pick. Oh, it gets the tag on Tizian, but...
Tizian's playing so scared, considering he's not actually been hit until that last little shot there.
Oh, he doesn't know where he is.
Oh, God.
Oh, it's the luck of the draw. He's going to go for the knife. No.
Very unusual. 5-0, and HellRaisers back in with another buy. But they've got 3 players who are yet to get a kill so far, and that's probably why the pause has come out,
yeah.
if I'm honest. So the 2 players who you'd arguably say are the standout players, Woxic and Issa, the only ones to get kills. Dead Fox, Bondic, not really able to get anything so far. And Angel even, another player who, he's entry fragger in most situations. He hasn't really got anything going either. So this pause has got to be a situation where, what can we do differently? Because right now, Big are running all over us. Like that first kill Smooth got on tunnels, it meant 20 seconds of the round, you're already at a deficit. Like Dead Fox got taken out without firing a bullet back. They've got to be thinking, do we start going for long takes? Do we start going for just, regular mid to B takes or anything like that? We need to do something to stop them from just controlling everything. Especially now that Big have gone for the double AWP setup.
What do we need to see them switch up here then, Ben? What's the call from HellRaisers going into this one that we expect? Obviously, it's a double AWP, Tabson and
Looks like long is the key. Just off the fact that everybody, they had B spawns, but they've just gone towards long A. So that's going to be the dedicated push. Dead Fox first out, running in backwards essentially. And Bondic has died in fire. I was going to say, he's run through an entire molly there.
He's accepted his fate and has been burnt to a crisp and sent off to the Burns ward, and his teammates may be following with a trip to the hospital. Shmuya and Tabson both there with the orbs.
It's peculiar just watching it sometimes, because they do just risk it. Like, it was the same on Cash. They sometimes would leave nobody at B.
Yeah, but God B, I mean, he loves the stack. In terms of the calling, he's quite confident in just going for a stack call. And sometimes it works out.
He's got no help here. Just a single smoke, which if he does get Molotov, which is what's going to be coming through now,
he can try and get out.
He's done it far too early.
Ooh,
he's dying in the flames.
Yeah.
That seemed a bit peculiar to me, and somebody has tried to save him a bit late. That smoke has come in so late. Yeah, 1 sec.
Were you burning? Oh, my bad.
I've got this smoke. It lands car, trust me.
Yeah, it's coming. It's on its way. Ah, he's dead. 1-0.
You do need to boost on the other side on that due to the ramp.
Yeah.
So Smooth does get to the top of site. He needs to go for a peek here just to check.
Look at this though, then. The bomb. It's backtracking out. They're not fully committed. They're not still inside a long. Issa and
Did they
Co
boost
moved.
next at or was he just crouched next to that? Okay, he's crouched next to it. So he's been here all round, like since the start when
Just
they first
hiding.
moved. Waiting for anything.
This is going to be big contact for him.
Oh, God.
Angel.
Not a good start. But unfortunately for HellRaisers, though, they're running into the last 2 players for big. There's 15 seconds. They need to make quick moves with this.
Awesome. You get the pick, but he doesn't realize got from long.
Right behind him.
The push. Yeah, Woxic gets the first kill. You eliminate Smooya. At that point, you've got 2 angles going at the same time. It's going to be so hard. There's no real position he could get into there. Could have tried to slip into elevator and hide.
Yeah,
That's
he had
like
to take the fight.
Yeah.
As soon as he saw the bomb short, he needed to take that guy out. That's the only instance where he wins, I think. But Woxic, he was running straight up long.
Yeah.
he loves the aggression.
Just bounding up there, skipping the whole way, ready for frags. We're going to get a kill on the cross.
I'm wondering if there's going to be a peak. They're rushing 2 players fast down snipers here. They might be able to catch off Smooya. If there's a good pop flash in this smoke, it could be catching him. Oh, he gets him through the smoke.
Straight through. That's that
Actually, there was a
thermal
gap.
vision.
There was a tiny little gap in that cross smoke. I was wondering, I was just like, must have been very unfortunate for Issa in that case. It's a good start for Big, though, especially as they did reinvest into that double up. It is quite common we see Tabs and pick up the up as well. In previous lineups, even with Keeve and stuff, he did pick it up quite often. The question is, what will HellRaisers resort to? Because last round it was clear, we need to go long, take long, do that. But next, being in this position, this mid to B, the Molly already halts it. But even after that Molotov goes, you have to use your last smoke, and that's towards B right now. Unless Angel goes through and just takes this fight straight up, the round is in a pretty horrible situation. Oh, this timing. He's made a stab.
The panic. Angel looking a little bit confused there, but this round starts to go down. Tizian just hiding as his teammates do the work for him. Luckily, Smooya comes out with 1 kill, trying to go for the rapid shots off. Just aggression on display from everyone.
So
Woxic eventually falls, and that's a 6-1 score. Like, that was very odd.
Yeah, I mean, I understand Angel lurking through and he had to make a big play as soon as the player died at B. But it was just so peculiar. Like, the B take looked very messy, I guess is one way to describe it. And now you've got 2 players in double eco. They're not going to buy into this at all. We're looking at 7-1 to Big here, and they were the favourites, looking at the odds earlier on. And with good reason by the looks of things. They took the pistol and they're sweeping forward now as well. Just the deagles bought from the 3 players who did not have a double eco in their minds. And Dead Fox drops once more towards B. Tizian's having a free reign of tunnels this game.
You wonder if they're actually going to switch something up, though, of what Dead Fox is doing. I mean, he's been trying that default towards B each time.
The crazy bit, he's actually just gone straight through.
Oh, no. I thought it wasn't working well for Dead Fox. It's not working well for anyone over at B. Tizian.
Oh, he's having a great game, to be fair to him. But it's like, Dead Fox just keeps doing the same thing over and over again. And that is literally the definition of insanity. Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. And apparently that's what he's just doing.
Yeah, it's a far cry from what he needs to be doing.
Yeah, did you see the twit longer from Dead Fox?
Which one?
After the major, or during the major?
What did it say? I don't remember.
It was basically talking about how if he wasn't in the team would not succeed.
Okay.
And that he plays the most despicable positions on the map.
Oh, right.
Literally, that was his wording. And I don't know how Angels managed to get that entry onto Tabson.
Just tapping away with a Glock,
It's again, that happened in the game earlier.
Yeah.
On Cash, he got a kill towards Forklift with a Glock, and that led to them having a much better start. And the Deagle and Glock combo apparently is the way forward.
There you go. The pistols are the president you need to actually find your way back into the game, apparently. It's Deeg down, coming through there from Issa. Tizian
Bondix rotates crazy here. He needs to be shooting him in the feet.
Oh, it's a 2-on-2. Issa with the Deagle.
Smooya's 1 hit.
One after another, Ben. He's annihilating everyone. It would take 1 shot, but unfortunately couldn't get the adjustment. Doesn't take down Smooya. He will get the defuse, and that is a 7th round for Big. That could have been massive for HellRaisers if they won that. Instead, Smooya gets away with the defuse and a saved AWP, and they have tons of funds. They have so much money still.
Such a weird round again, though. The Angel, like, sure, Tabson did not have head armor. So that Glock kill, you dink him once and you dink him again, that is a kill. If you had head armor, it's another, like, 2 shots.
It's also just the confidence from Angel. He doesn't give a damn. He'll just commit to that fully and just push through until he gets that frag. That's the difference with him on the opening shot. Smooya. Another kill with Dead Fox.
Further. He tagged him. He actually hit him.
And gets away, Ben.
What? Dead Fox is having 0 luck towards B right now. I'm just wondering, is there any set strats that HellRaisers have that they can just resort to, because you normally have your playbook to be a default.
Yeah.
And then variations of that into different things. And then you've got your set strats that you just do when everything else isn't working.
I mean, here's the thing, right? If we take into consideration what we saw from their T side on Cash compared to what we're seeing on Dust2, it looks a lot more chaotic.
Yep.
And I mean, really, in terms of things, just unstructured. They look generally lost in a lot of the plays they're going for. That precedent's been set by a lot of the plays from Deadfox as well. Over and over again, the same play. He's been punished because of it. HellRaisers don't look like the same team we saw on their T side of Cash.
Yeah, they look nothing like it at all. Honestly, this is looking like potentially 8-1 now. Although that kill on God B changes the tone of this round now. So that means long is completely taken. Tabson's having to push up now. He forces the kill towards short. Little does he know there is another player at short there. Instead, he's taking the fight toward long, and he's going to get all three of them here, surely.
What? Disgusting. The fact is, he is saved, bailed out by Nex, but Woxic comes straight back through.
Unreal here.
Yeah.
The fact he's gone all the way around to long. Woxic's going to be thinking short. If he sees short, he'll jump to ramp. That should be the kill done.
Oh, tried to get the shot off as well. Small tag on Tizian, but couldn't do it from that distance. Obviously, just going to overpower him. Woxic goes down. That'll be the defuse.
Should be able to get the AWP as well. Assuming they tell him it was towards short. I think he was looking around for it, but he's not going to risk going further. But Tizian, one step ahead with that rotate, if I'm honest. He was all the way swinging all the way around. And HellRaisers 8-1, and he does get the AWP, thanks to the way he exited. Wow, that's Brucey bonus, that one.
It is. That'd be cheeky, mate. Let's get him right in his basket. That's an 8-1 scoreline. Another pause comes through. Yeah. You imagine this will be the second pause for HellRaisers to actually try and work out what in the hell is going on right now with their T side there.
It's not great. It's like I mentioned, that playbook thing. It's like you have your set default. Usually some teams have multiple defaults. Yeah. Like it's best to have as many as you can, but obviously you do limit your player's ability when you think you have to know all 5 of these defaults. And what I mean when I say big default or Astralis default, something like that. So chances are a team will have at best maybe 3, right? You then have different strains that are from that default. Like you'd be going, our end destination is A long this round, or short B, mid to B, that sort of thing. And then you have your strats. We've not seen that from HellRaisers yet. We saw their dedicated long take come out. And if I'm honest, they were lucky to have that go through. Bondic ran through an entire molly on that round. They were lucky Deadfox got the entry kill.
Just
because otherwise that round would have gone horribly. Especially when Tabson screwed up at car with his Molotov, like on the smoke. Dedicated B-rush. Tabson, he's facing into this. He's having a great game anyway.
Oh, he's got behind everyone. Much further.
But there's a player in. Woxic's already in the site.
Ben, but he's still damaging them. Still finds the headshot. It's so easy for him.
This is so weird. Deadfox is mortal enemy. Wow. I mean, I was expecting it to happen anyway, the B-rush to him.
Deadfox just didn't want to die first for a round. Just fancied a bit of a change.
He also didn't want to get killed by Tizian.
Not again. Bring back the memories.
But he did die to Smoothie, who has killed him multiple times as well anyway. So.
And that is the 2 best performing players on the side of Big right now as well.
And they're both playing towards B, and they just decided to go for a B-rush.
Yeah.
9-1. It's not looking great, and this long take is coming out again. So Tabson, he'll get a shot off on this corner. He unfortunately missed. I don't think he was blind for that either. But he should be able to get all the way back without any consequences too. So he gets all the way back towards site. He's able to freely AWP there. And think about how much HellRaisers invested into that long take alone. They haven't got much nades left. And now you've got to be thinking, do we have a long take? It looks like they do. So I think that's the CT smoke, the lower ramp CT smoke. That coming in early will probably force a lot of grenades from Big. Oh, he's actually blocked it!
Oh, that's beautiful.
That is really nice from
That was sick, actually, with the timing.
If they were moving up, that would be a game-changing block right there. But unfortunately, it was just used to pull up grenades, so it has done the job as well. But Tabson, I don't think he's not holding a very aggressive angle here, so they can walk up this whole wall, and he does peek into it too. So the cross wall coming in very, very soon. Godbees absolutely ran all the way across, and unfortunately, this is going to go horribly for him unless he goes absolutely mental.
Well, he's grabbed the AWP. Can he annihilate them? Finds the first as he builds off this. Gets the kill on Issa. His teammates are starting to get shot at, but at least they're holding their own. Bondic goes down. A second peek from God B as 2 frags have been found. Looks for a third. Has to try and punish Woxic. Angel puts it up. 1 HP left on him, Ben. Angel tries to assist, but God B puts a bullet straight through him. Each frag going their way. It was a hat trick for God B and 2 frags for Nex. They work together in perfect harmony to defend that site. God B taking the AWP role.
Apparently, if I tell a player to go insane or go mental,
it works.
It does. When they have the AWP, especially, it does work. He landed 3 shots which were needed, and that grenade should have probably killed Woxic. He hit him with it for 2 damage and then another 58. And we're desperate.
Oh.
That's a surprising kill.
That's a scout.
Ooh. And he doesn't get him either.
Scout again.
What?
All right.
The last time Moxie got 2 kills with the scout, they didn't win the round anyway, if you remember, the second round of the half.
He might get a third.
But they're in B already with this bomb, so this should be a free plant here. And the question is, how quick do they rotate to actually stop this? Because Woxic is holding the cross still. But he'll only now move off.
It feels like Angel should have got that frag as well. I mean, Woxic saw him push through mid. He would have called it that he would have pushed into under. Doesn't get the kill. So they lose that first frag in lower. It's not looking too good. 3 versus 4 now. Bomb's down. They're trying to retake it. They've all got kits. They've got tons of utility, so they are set to try and retake. But it just depends if they can actually find those frags. Bondic playing close to the window. Woxic is gone. There's the flashbang. Bondic plays
Time's running out, though.
They need to go now, but he gets the dink off the CZ. So winning the round, they're going to do it. HellRaisers, they actually picked that one up.
Oh, he stabbed him again. Bondic's taken digs for his teammates
angry,
recently.
Isn't he? Yeah.
He's taken absolute knife stabs from everyone.
He's the punching bag of the team.
But that round was out of nowhere, if I'm honest. Woxic got that kill on the cross, and then Smooya went for the pick, and unfortunately, I'd say he was quite slow to react on that, wasn't he?
You know what's interesting, Ben? Bondic, he's a bit of a rule breaker. I remember when we were in South Korea for the minor, he was there. And
he was playing for Tyloo, wasn't he?
Yeah, and there was a machine in the gym at the hotel that said, broken, do not use. And Bondic walked in, said, you all right, boys? And we were like, yeah. He walked over and just started using the broken machine. And because we were just watching him, just like, if he dies...
Yeah.
Like,
nobody's liable.
Yeah. Is this our bad? Are we supposed to...
Yeah.
He just didn't... Like,
he just kept on using it.
He just went on for it. It was just basically just doing his chest. And we were like, wait, you could just die. This could be bad.
Lost in translation.
Yeah, he doesn't give a damn about rules, mate. He does not give a damn.
Huh. That's such an unusual... Yeah. Imagine if you just walked up to the screen, it was broken, just says, broke, do not use. Just start using it.
Yeah. Or it's just like a vending machine. Still on, but it's broken.
You just keep putting coins in.
Yeah. What's going on with this?
It's not working.
Yeah.
You just look at him like, what do you mean? Like, obviously it's not working, but he just keeps going.
Can you not see the sign? Yeah, I know.
Or even worse, he uses it, and it only works for him.
Yeah. It's like his passive. That's his racial bonus.
Everything that is meant to be broken works for me.
Yeah.
He'd be the perfect IT guy. Actually, no, he'd be the worst IT guy if you think about it.
Yeah, it wouldn't be great.
Works for him, not for anybody else.
Well, this has already found the first entry, Ben, as the push comes through.
B's re-aggressing.
Oh.
And that kill probably changes everything.
Oh, he goes back in, though. The reface. That's risky. This
25 seconds, that molly dropping lower as well. That's a free kill. 20 seconds left. They have to commit here. They're trying to turn around. There's 15 seconds. They have to go A. They have to go A. This is no chance otherwise. And the molly from Smooya does delay further players from moving up. But they can. There's a line on site. 5 seconds. The plant has just started now. Smooya's probably going to move a jump shot again. Yeah. Plant does go down, which probably does help a bit in terms of economy because the reset was potentially there. Bondic can drop an AK for a player if he needs to. He'll have less grenades, but that is at least another AK in play. And ideally he gives it to Issa because I wouldn't really think Dead Fox and Angel are in capable hands right now when it comes to playing this map so far. So the buy is going to come through. That should be a dropped AK by Bondic. No. No. Nope, not at all. Okay. They've bought up so weirdly here, I don't understand it at all. Woxic's on for the AWP buy. He's used all of his money. Bondic's bought an AK himself, kept enough money to buy next round. Dead Fox and Angel have not bought a thing other than deagles. I'm confused, but...
Alright, well, Woxic gets the first kill though. Kills Smooya, takes him down. They're going to try and go for this crunch as well, up through short. Nex has to try and delay them. Drops the Molotov, falls back. He's got support of his teammate there as well, in Tabson. So they know they have a lot of time to play with. They haven't fully committed yet, but he knows they're getting close. This A play could be devastating if they pull it off.
That nade.
Beautiful.
The unarmored player, Dead Fox right there. Another flash comes in. This could be devastating for Nex to actually peek. What?
They're dedicating straight into him. That's the double kill found already, Ben. The Deagle will trade back on Nex, but it's still not enough, surely. He doesn't even need to go for the full face, Ben. Just one by one, he's hitting them. The shotgun AWP up close and personal. And the Battle of the AWPs, though, Woxic trades it back as he puts a bullet straight through him, switches out to the Kalashnikov and looks to try and slay, but he is tackled, overthrown there by Tizian. 12-2 scoreline. This game is so one-sided for Big.
And all players on Big are in double digits. which is quite surprising considering, you know, last map they didn't even have that. But HellRaisers, I mean, you've got to be looking at Angel, Dead Fox, Bondek, all players with less than 5 kills right now. It's not great.
It's not ideal at all.
And the boost short is coming in here. This is so aggressive.
Ooh.
They're going aggressive across the map, but they're going aggressive short, and it's hell on Dust2 right now. Yeah. Kills everywhere.
They decided to switch up the tempo massively, potentially just try and throw off their opponents there with this last round, go for a shotgun or style play. Smooya could actually be the man that holds it all together, like glue into this one, as he finds that pick towards mid. It's now back into a 2v2, but it's just the AWPs that remain there.
Woxic has no armor, because he went glass cannon AWP here, and they're committing through this smoke.
Here we go. Push comes in, just trying to scope it out, wants to look for the frags, they bypassed him, they split both sides, he's forced to peek out, but gets the kill on the bomb, tries to get the follow-up, but goes down. It's a 1v1, Tabson versus Woxic.
Picked up the AWP as well, it's good, no armor,
he can go for the face.
Oh, that deagle shot!
Gets the tag on him, this is ridiculous! Absolute lunacy on display, but he's so committed. He is drilled, zoned in, focused as he just holds the angle. Tabson.
This is a really smart rotate from Tabson. So the other alternative was he went around tunnel. He went short, dropped back CT just to see if he'd pushed out further. With that plant coming through though, Tabson's got to be thinking he'll be B-ramp or he'll face me. He has to make the play, and there it is.
That's
really
beautiful.
Well played from Tabson.
Super smart. Very, very slow and methodical play. Huge
13-2 half though. I mean, complete contrast the first game, right? 10-5 what was to HellRaisers there.
Yeah.
And Big win the pistol, convert all the way, and they only drop 2 buy rounds. Much better showing, and technically the odds kind of showing that they were correct in some way here, so far at least. There is still possible, you know, for a comeback.
Well, that's the thing, right? We never know how this is going to change at the second half there, but there's your updated odds, mate.
Yeah, that does sound about right. You know, the chance that we get a 13-2 half from HellRaisers or better is quite slim.
They've already won 1 pistol. It wouldn't be surprised if they win the second. If that happens, this game's as good as done. Yeah.
Especially on that CT side, you know, the chances of actually getting the force by win and Dust2, it's quite slim.
Exactly. Stick a fork in them, they're done. We'll have to wait and see if they are going to go down there, Ben, or if there'll be a resurgence from HellRaisers. If they can start to get a second win, they're going to need to get that behind them soon, though, when we do carry on with this matchup here on the second half. After this little bit of a wait as we'll carry on. It's a 13-2 scoreline. Absolutely ridiculous. I mean, the change of tempo there as well caught them off guard a little bit. Some bloodlust coming through. Big, definitely a lot more confident, in control this time. Yeah,
I mean, that's clearly showing. I mean, Tizian's probably the best example of that, right?
Yeah.
He's warmed up now. He got a really good early start.
Well, he was happy to take every fight.
Yeah. And with good reason, apparently, because Dead Fox looked out of place there. I mean, Smooya started off strong by getting the AWP kill on him when he was holding a pretty poor angle, if I'm honest. And Dead Fox then just felt uncomfortable on that side of the map for the rest of the half. It'll be interesting to see where, you know, they actually take this, if they go for a pretty, you know, average pistol call, or if they actually do whip something out of the playbook. Because technically they do have space to work with if they do lose that pistol. Like, they don't need to force into that round, they've got plenty of rounds to play with. As long as they win it in regulation, I suppose.
Well, we're going to be carrying on with the game now. We're ready for the second half. Big are now moving on to that terrorist side, with the counter-terrorists being HellRaisers. We're going to carry this one on. This pistol round has a lot of weight on it. So let's see what is going to be coming out from the side of Big.
So grenades bought by Godby and Tizian. 2 flashes and 2 smokes and 4 flashes across the board. So they do get long control, it's given to them, and Bondek is the only player actually watching towards it. So I imagine there'll be some smokes for the cross coming in here. So Tizian lining up a smoke. We've got Godby holding a flash ready, so as soon as that flash gets thrown, there'll be a good peak of players here. And it looks like if they don't get contact, they walk up to close hold, but as soon as they get contact, something has to change, right? Okay, so a cross smoke comes through, flashes. Ooh. But Angel does get that first kill through the smoke, so that's a good start for them. And Godby's been dinked as well.
Oh,
it's a better start for HellRaisers.
On the site, does get the first, but there's the trades back next with the double bend. The Glock's starting to look very effective.
CT, but he's not had a chance to shoot. You've seen his head? Smooya's on short as well, and that 2 free kills there. And Dead Fox, last player alive, has a kit and a smoke. Not had a great game so far. The chances of him winning this are quite slim.
Yeah, well, Dead Fox is in the 1v3. Going to push up, try and go for the face, see if he can get absolutely anything for this. Does have the kit, but time is ticking away rapidly. He needs to be speedy about this as he tries to make his damage. Just going for the little taps as he pushes up, but he goes down. Smoothie is going to break his neck, and that will be the 14th round picked up for Big. And now if HellRaisers don't somehow have a trick up their sleeve, some extra bit of momentum, a shock and awe play, anything that is going to catch Big off guard, it's looking like this should be a pretty easy shutdown for them and take the game around a 16-2.
Especially when they've invested into this round as well. Not playing for the overtime, they're playing to try and get back into the game as soon as possible. Get the one scout on Angel, and they have committed for that long play. Bondic did get the grenade into the doors, did a lot of damage to the necks. And he's committing through the smoke. Tizian playing really well this game. 2 kills for free, 3v5. Angel has to make the play here again. They're all forced into making plays across the board as soon as they lose a player. Although that kill probably changes things though. You get armor and an AK. You start thinking it might be possible. If ESL lands kills here, he probably gives up after that kill there, after that miss first. He probably, that's it. He should save that gun now.
That's the thing. If he could have got the first pick with the cross to the AK,
things, doesn't it?
then yeah, it's doable. Obviously, Dead Fox could have try and go for a play up. Sure, Dead Fox!
I thought that'd be through the pillar, but no. Apparently not.
All right. Well, I mean, at least Dead Fox knows how to get a kill from a distance there. Just proving his point with the CZ. It's a good exclamation mark on the end of that sentence.
That's another one. Okay, so they're keeping the AK and Galil alive. And that does mean they'll have a slightly better buy next round, but you know, you're sitting on 15-2. It'll be game point. It's a very, you know, scary position to be in, and you need players to come up big, and I just don't see it happening. 15-2, you've not started very well. You've not been playing very well so far this game.
They can afford to concede a few rounds. More so than anything is the fact they are going to be able to get the rebuy out as well. They've got weapons to play with. They can be pretty comfortable. Obviously, Tabson just going to don the scout. They pass over these AKs to the rest of the players. They look good. They still have a much better buy than what their opposition has, and that is the scary point, because this very well could be the final round of the game. This could be a 16-2 and a rapid closure to our second map here. And
Tabson got tagged.
Tabson, yeah, nearly actually chilled down.
Oh
no. It's a Disco Inferno.
And Woxic surprisingly gets return of the damage. Tabson gets the kill through the doors. It's not started off great for them.
It has been quite messy in a lot of ways already.
Dead Fox needs to come up big. He's on his own at AFP ramp, and unfortunately doesn't get even a shot off.
Dead Fox has had the most unlucky game.
He's had a
of his life.
Yeah, it's been a bad one.
Every face he takes, his face just gets knocked off.
It's one of those games. Everybody has one every once in a while where just everything you do is wrong.
Yeah.
Apparently, every step you take is just the wrong move in that instance.
Every move you make.
I'll be shooting you apparently in his instance.
So. Well, it's a 3-on-5 retake to try and decide whether this game is going to end here or if it is going to carry on. Bondic should be slain, caught off guard by the lurking man there. In next, Smooya comes into effect. The final frag will be found by Papa Smoo, and there we have it. Big will win Dust2. So they overpower HellRaisers, at least on a map they're a little bit more comfortable with, meaning that they take a map win each and gain a few points to their name. No overtime. No unfortunate 2-0, so they do actually keep themselves pretty level. That's not too bad for either side. I'd say in terms of a matchup here, that's worked out quite well in terms of how the leaderboard is going to shape up the longer Pro League goes on for this season, all right? Like, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, Big will be thinking, we got 3 out of the 6 points needed, but they will be thinking back to cash if they've got one of those pistols, if they'd won more bio-earns, you know, that sort of thing. But, you know, at the end of the day, if you said you'll probably get 3 points out of the 6 available against HellRaisers, you'll probably take it just because they did make finals last season.
Well, yeah, it's better than nothing. It's one of the teams you expect to be in that top tier. So it works out fairly well for them. And that's all it really was over on Cash, right? We've seen how well individually they can perform here. On Cash, they looked a little bit slow to start up. HellRaisers looked like a much better team as well. I mean, everything was on point. It was slow. They had good reasoning behind why it was so slow, what they were doing. The default was on point. Here, it almost seemed as if it was just a little bit forced. Just sort of, it was done for the sake of it.
Yeah, they did look a bit lost, like across the board. I mean, that T-side, it was quite rare that we saw them perform to the same standard we saw on Cash, right? That was the purest comparison. Cash, they looked like completely different players. I mean, the HellRaisers, it's got to be a case of that might have just been a very bad game. Wipe that one off. We don't have to think. We can watch the VOD back, but there won't be that much to think about other than, you know, Dead Fox might want to watch it back just because of how many times he died at B-side. He might need to do things differently, right? But other than that, though, it just seemed like they didn't have much in the game plan, but there wasn't much there.
Run out of things to do. But we are going to be done and dusted for a little while before we come back in with our second best of 2 of the day. So for the meantime, enjoy the replays, and we will catch you after the break.